Welcome to the Hoodoo and Chill podcast, the #1 Hoodoo and spirituality-based podcast bringing awareness to African American spirituality in a wide range of thought-provoking topics. I am Papa Seer, your host, your narrator, and your storyteller. Before the show begins, make sure you're subscribed or following the show so you don't miss out on any episodes. And as always, donations of love keep our podcast alive and give us the ability to upgrade the show, enhance our content, and most importantly, do what we love. You can use any link in the description to send your donation of love today. Now, let's start the show.
Well, now come on over here, child. Sit yourself down and let an old man share a tale from the days gone by. You see, back in them times, life moved a little bit slower, and our stories carried weight of how the world was on our shoulders. You see, back in them times, folks spoke a little bit slower, and the air carried the scent of sweet magnolias. Now today, you're going to hear a story about how High John tricked old master. Now old master and old miss hadn't been long on the train when High John sent word to all the other slaves on the plantation that old master and miss was going to Philadelphia and they wouldn't be back for about 3 weeks. See, now High John had been left in charge of everything. Come on over to the big house. He invited everyone. We'll have a great time. Now while the invitation was being passed around, High John rounded up some of his buddies and he said, "Go kill some of old master's hogs so we can feast on them." Now that night, High John put together a fine table, lots of food. Now everybody on the plantation who could get a hold of them white folks' clothes, they put them on and was wearing them that night. High John opened the entire house, took old master's big rocking chair and put it on top of master's bed. Then he climbed up and sat down and began to call out all the dance steps. He was sitting all high in his seat with a box of master cigars under his arm, and that old sly fox had one in his mouth. Then he noticed a couple of poor white folks coming into the house. "Take these poor white folks out of here," he instructed. "Take them back to the kitchen and don't allow them up to the front again. We don't want anything out here but quality." Oh, High John didn't know that these same white folks was old master and old miss, dressed up in rags with dirt on their faces. See, they had slipped back to see how they would behave while they were gone. Played a trick on old trickster High John himself. And they sure weren't happy. They washed the dirt off their faces and came back up front where High John was sitting. "John," said old master, "after I trusted you with my place, you went in, smoked up all my fine cigars and killed all my hogs and let all these slaves in my house and acting like they crazy. Now I'm gonna take you out to that tree and hang you. You deserve to be hanged, John, and that's what I'm gonna do." While old master was going to get the rope, High John was scared. Now High John, he sly old fox now. So he called his friend Ike to one side and he say, "Ike, old master gonna take me out and hang me on the tree. Now, I want you to hurry out to that tree and climb into it. Take a box of these here matches with you. Every time you hear me ask God for a sign, I just want you to strike a match. Now, after a while, old master comes back with that rope. He leads High John out to the tree, ties a noose in that rope, puts it around High John's neck. Then he throws the other end over the limb. I've got just one favor to ask of you, said High John. Please, let me pray before I die. All right, says old master, but hurry up and get it over with, because I've never been so anxious to hang anyone in my life. So High John kneels down under the tree and he starts praying to the good Lord. Oh Lord, if you mean for master not to hang me, give me a sign. When he said that, Ike struck a match. And old master saw it and he began to shake, began to quiver. But High John kept on praying, oh Lord, if you mean to strike old master dead, if he hangs me, then give me a sign. Ike struck another match. And old master said, never mind, John, you prayed enough. The hanging's off. But High John kept on praying. Oh Lord, if you mean to put old master and all of his family to death tonight, give me a sign. This time Ike struck a handful of matches. And old master lit out of there as fast as he could run. See, now that's how the slaves got freed. High John scared old master so bad that he freed all the slaves on his plantation right then and there. This video is a retelling of the folktale High John Gives Old Master a Sign, originally documented in Uncle Monday and Other Florida Tales by Kristin Congdon. We do not claim ownership of the original folktale. Our retelling is a creative adaptation meant to share the rich culture of this story.